Good evening, and welcome to Ewalibrium. I am Ava, and I hope that you will fall asleep pretty soon, or at least relax listening to the story we will be reading together. Tonight, I have something truly spécial for you. A tale that will whisk us away to the enchanting streets of Paris. But before we embark on this journey together, I invite you to find a comfortable spot, perhaps nestled among your favorite pillows or wrapped in a cozy blanket. Allow yourself this moment to unwind from the day, to let go of any worries or tasks that linger in your mind. Now, take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and release slowly, like a balloon. Do that a couple of times in your own pace, at your own pace. Yawn if you have to. Feel the tension melting away with each breath. Allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation, opening your heart and mind to the story that awaits. Tonight's tale is about a day in Paris, a day filled with simple pleasures, unexpected discoveries, and the serene beauty that can only be found in the city of light. So, as you continue to breathe deeply, relaxing more and more with each breath, let's journey together through the cobblestone streets, alongside the gentle flow of the Seine, and into the heart of Paris. Let the story begin. In the heart of Paris, where the Seine gently flows and the city's history whispers through the cobblestone streets, there lived a writer named Julien. Julien had come to Paris not in search for fame or fortune, but for the serene beauty and inspiration the city offered. His days were simple, yet filled with the richness of life that only Paris could provide. One crisp autumn morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Julien set out from his small but cozy apartment in the Quartier Latin. The air was cool and refreshing, carrying the scent of freshly baked croissants and brewed coffee from the nearby boulangerie. Julien made his way there, greeting the shop owner, Madame Dumas, with a warm smile. "Bonjour, Julien," she said, her voice as comforting as the aroma of her shop. "The usual?" "Oui, Madame Dumas," he replied, taking his croissant and coffee before finding a small table by the window. As he sipped his coffee, Julien watched the city awaken. Students hurried to their classes. Shopkeepers prepared for the day's business, and artists set up their easels along the Seine, each capturing the city's beauty in their unique way. Julien felt a deep sense of gratitude for being part of this tapestry of life. With his heart full and his mind inspired, Julien decided to spend his day exploring the city. He wandered through the narrow streets, each turn revealing a new marvel. A hidden courtyard filled with flowers, an ancient bookstore with shelves reaching the ceiling, a quiet park where the golden leaves danced in the gentle breeze. As noon approached, Julien found himself in Montmartre, the city's bohemian heart. He climbed the steps of the Sacré-Cœur, pausing to catch his breath and admire the panoramic view of Paris below. The city stretched out before him, a masterpiece of architecture and history, alive with the stories of those who walked its streets. Feeling a pang of hunger, Julien descended the hill and stumbled upon a small café, its tables spilling onto the sidewalk. He ordered a simple lunch, a baguette sandwich with ham and cheese, jambon, fromage, a salad, and a glass of red wine, vin rouge. As he ate, he struck up a conversation with an elderly gentleman at the next table who shared tales of Paris in the old days, when artists and writers filled the cafes, each dreaming of changing the world. Let me tell you about the summer of 1925, he started, his voice carrying the weight of memories long cherished. Paris was a crucible of creativity, a place where their spirits of art and liberty danced in the air. He spoke of a small cafe in Montmartre, known only to the true bohemians of Paris. The cafe, he explained, was a haven for the most brilliant minds of the time. Painters, poets, writers, and philosophers gathered there, their conversations fueled by passion and the desire to redefine art and thought. One evening, the gentleman continued, a young painter named Emilie found herself seated across from an American writer, Thomas. Emilie, struggling and unknown, painted during the day and roamed the streets of Paris at night, searching for inspiration. Thomas, on the other hand, had just published his first novel, which was beginning to gain recognition. As they talked, Emilie and Thomas discovered a shared fascination with the human condition and the chaos of post-war Europe. They decided to collaborate on a project that would capture the essence of Paris. A series of paintings by Emilie, accompanied by short stories from Thomas. Each piece telling the story of a different Parisian neighborhood. Over the next few months, they worked tirelessly. Emilie would paint scenes of daily life, from the bustling markets of Le Marais to the tranquil gardens of Luxembourg. Thomas, inspired by these visuals, wrote stories that breathed life into the characters Emilie captured on canvas. Their work was a tribute to the resilience and beauty of Paris, a mosaic of its joys, sorrows, and enduring spirit. The culmination of their project was an exhibition in a modest gallery on the left bank. On opening night, the cafe's regulars, along with curious locals, filled the gallery. The walls were adorned with Emilie's paintings, each accompanied by Thomas' written vignettes. The crowd was captivated, moved by the authenticity and depth of the work. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Emilie and Thomas, but for the spirit of collaboration and innovation that defined Paris. The gentleman paused, his eyes reflecting the glow of the memory. That summer, he said, Emily and Thomas showed us that art is not just about individual expression. It's about connection, understanding, and sharing the human experience. Their legacy is a reminder of the magic that happens when artists come together to dream of a better world. The afternoon faded into evening, and Julien continued his wanderings. He crossed the Pont Neuf, pausing to watch the boats glide along the Seine, their lights reflecting in the water like stars. He walked through the Louvre's courtyard, the glass pyramid glowing softly against the night sky. As night fell, Julien returned to his neighborhood, the streets now quiet and illuminated by the warm glow of street lamps. He stopped at a small wine bar where he spent the rest of the evening writing in his journal, capturing the day's experiences and the emotions they evoked. Around him, locals gathered, sharing stories and laughter, the essence of Parisian life. Finally, as the clock struck midnight, Julien made his way back to his apartment. He climbed the stairs, his steps echoing in the silent hallway, and entered his home. He opened his window to let in the cool night air and sat for a moment, looking out at the city that had given him so much. Paris, with its timeless beauty and endless inspiration, had once again filled Julien's soul. He closed his eyes, grateful for the day's journey, and fell asleep to the soft sound of the city, dreaming of what the next day would bring. And so, under the Parisian sky, life continued in its beautiful, unpredictable dance. Each day, a new chapter in the city's everlasting story. And I hope it relaxed you and